Headquarters is Acrisure Stadium. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Lined up for the opening kickoff. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, it's Hosley. Runs through a tackle.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Hits inside, it's Hosley. Runs through the tackle.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his target. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That's caught. It's Addison. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Powell. They were all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill fast.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets away from one, finds room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
The Panthers are flying down the field. Straight ahead, it's right. Maybe a crease. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Gonna run it. It's Hosley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Spins away from the defense. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The handoff. Moving past the 25. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he scores! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside. It's Alexander. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense has it with really good field position. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Turning it on. The 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Drops back. It's Mendoza. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. To the back.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A full dive to haul that one in. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
2nd and long here. On the ground, it's right. Got a little grip, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Powers inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Looking for the marker. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This quarterback part of their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to get outside, it's Powell. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Might as well run him again. Plows through the defense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the 2nd level. Beautiful execution.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. Nowhere to go. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Did they lose track of the downs? The punt team is on the field and it's 3rd down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
He's got it on the right. The Panthers are in the hurry up. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Punt is in the air. And he muffs it. It's loose.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. You could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're all over him. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Gamecocks hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Drives inside. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quick give. It's Powell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fighting off the defender. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Give to the running back. Past the 6. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Rolled his way into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, it's Turner. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
right back to it. Hard running there. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Turns into the pile. Powers through the defender. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
No good. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the draw, it's Powell. There he goes. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hits inside. It's Alexander. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Finds his back in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
The run inside. It's Alexander. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Now on the counter. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. To the air, it's Mendoza. Into the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. It's caught downfield. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Burrowing for yardage. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Straight ahead, it's Maddox. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Keeps it moving. It's Powell. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.